What up, world? What up, me? This Drewize coming at like this. Drewize Topics. Topic is that I posted on my Facebook page, letting the media know, the world know about this particular topic that I'm going to discuss and talk about is the purpose of sex and what's not the purpose of sex. Okay. When the Almighty, the one that says, I am, created man and woman to do a task such as multiplying and replenishing, he gave that to man and woman to do a job, far as doing these things, far as multiplying and stuff like that, is sex, you know. So sex is all part of creating a life, reproducing an offspring, you know. That's the purpose of sex, you know. When a man, grows up, in his young life or later years or whatever, he go venture off and finds him a woman, marries her, things like that, be with her for a long period of time, And when they get down to that point of urge to have sex, they're intertwining, So when they intertwine like that, they create a life, an offspring, a child, If you look at this on the nature of how things go, when a man and a woman have the thought in their mind to have sex and want to do sex, have a sex activity, with that person, that one person, like a boyfriend or a wife or a husband, whatever, When you have that thought in your mind as a man or woman, really that's saying it's time to mate, You can laugh at it or whatever, take it how you want it. It's time to mate. When you're thinking that in your mind, you feel the urge that you want to have sex. It's time to mate. If you look at this, how I'm going to say this, of a biological way, a nature way. When a woman and her vagina self-lubricates, and some of us men call that getting wet, When that vagina of that woman does that, gets lubricated like that, gets wet like that, its job is to help a man to relieve himself, release something like in him, because us men got a job, us to help create something else, release sperm, and that sperm releases out of us into her, and that sperm do all this, roam around until it does its job of finding that egg. So if you look at that, just look at that. When a woman down there in her vagina area self-lubricates, gets wet, whatever, the job is to help a man relieve himself, to do a job of creating a life, an offspring such as a child. That's that, But I'm going to say this. Sex is not designed in this way. When a man does this or a woman does this, I get with a man or a woman, on the man part. I can say this about the man part because we do this. Some of us do this. I get with that woman, leave her alone. Get with that woman, leave her alone. Get with that woman over there, leave her alone. Get with that woman over there, leave her alone. Get with that woman down there, leave her alone. You have sex with these multitudes of women, and leave them alone, don't have nothing to do with, That's the misuse of sex, Because really, sex is not just when you just up and decide, like, I want to get some and let it alone. You're not supposed to, that's the misuse of sex. Sex is all about creating a life, even though it feel good and everything like that. It feel excellent. But that excellent feeling is also in your mind to do this. Images and blah, blah, blah to release yourself. So it's not meant for you hopping with that woman hopping with that man, mess with that man, that woman mess with that, man mess with that. No, it's not meant for that. You know what I'm saying? So when, like for example, it's not meant for do this. I want to hit it when I want to hit it. You know what I'm saying? No. And it's not also used to do this. When you see on the internet and you go out to a movie store and purchase porn and stuff like that, when you see on porn, you know what I'm saying, that is the misuse of sex. You know what I'm saying? Because when they use, they film it in porn, they using that just a way to generate money and stuff like that. That's the misuse of sex. You know what I'm saying? So that's that, if you look at that. But people in the world not going to see that. You know what I'm saying? Some of us not going to even think about that. You know? But if you look at this, I mean, some of us men act like this. If you take a dog, whatever kind of dog, and that dog's job is to do this. In my mind as a dog, if I smell a female that's in heat, I'm going to go after it and mate with it. I mean, us men, we don't smell women that's in heat that wants to have sex. We don't do that. We don't even do that at all. But a dog does this. I mate with this dog. You know what I'm saying? That dog, that female dog has puppies. That's that. I go to the next dog. Mate with that dog. Has puppies. Move on from that. Go to that dog, that female. Keep going. You know what I'm saying? To design, to create life and stuff like that. You know? But if that female dog is spayed and stuff like that, that wouldn't happen. If that male dog was neutered and that male dog smelled that female dog that's in heat, I don't care how hard if he try his hardest to try to make with that female dog, that male dog can't do nothing. Be shooting blanks or whatever. It won't prosper or making another puppy. No. But the whole design of sex is to create a life, an offspring, like I said, such as a child, children, whatever. It's not meant for you as a man or a woman to mess around with that person, of a thought in your mind just to feel good, pleasurable, whatever. It's all thought of by the one that says, I am, to create a life, spread, keep this human race going, you know what I'm saying, replenish and multiply. That's it. You know what I'm saying? That's it. If you look at that. What you see in porn, things like that, that's the misuse of sex. You know what I'm saying? They doing that to make money, you know what I'm saying? So that's the misuse of sex. Going for like 15 minutes around, you know what I'm saying, doing takes and stuff like that, shots and stuff like that, filming and stuff like that, 15 minutes, and when you get done, you know, they do it again, fluff you up and whatever, you know what I'm saying, it's the misuse of sex. So that's that. Drewize Topics, you know what I'm saying? I am Drewize. Drewize. Not Drayziwa, you know, all like that. No, it's Drewize. You know? So I am that. I am the real Drewize, you know. So you could post your thinking of what I said in a comment, like, share, whatever. Do what you gotta do. You know what I'm saying? I am Drewize, like I said. Peace.